Have you ever felt like you're constantly being overlooked? Like your words land softly, unheard, your efforts go unnoticed, your presence easily forgotten. You give, you listen, you try to be kind, agreeable, likable, but still, they interrupt you. They cancel plans. They treat you like you're easy to replace. And deep down, it hurts. But you tell yourself, maybe I just need to be more patient. Maybe one day they'll see my worth. But what if I told you? They can't. Not until you see it first. Carl Jung once said, until you respect yourself, no one else will. And it's not just a quote. It's a warning, a mirror, and maybe even a way out of the cycle you've been stuck in for years. The world doesn't treat you as you are. It treats you as you believe you are. That belief shows up in your posture, your tone of voice, the way you walk into a room, the way you apologize for existing without even realizing it. Most people can't explain it, but they feel it. They feel when someone carries quiet dignity, and they feel when someone is desperately trying to be enough. Here's the truth. You are always sending signals, not through your words, but through your energy. If you don't believe you deserve to be respected, you will unconsciously teach people not to respect you. And it's not because they're cruel, it's because they're responding to the permission you're giving. Carl Jung believed that the unconscious mind, your hidden self, runs the show. And if deep down your hidden self believes you are small, you will act small. You will tolerate the bare minimum. You will confuse attention with love and silence with peace. Respect doesn't start on the outside. It doesn't come from validation, applause, or how many people approve of you. It starts in one place only, within. You tell yourself you're being kind. You let things slide. You avoid conflict. You say yes, even when your whole body is screaming no. You think you're doing the right thing, being easy to love. But little by little, you abandon yourself. Every time you agree to something that feels wrong, every time you laugh to keep the peace, every time you say it's fine when it's not, you chip away at your self-respect. This isn't humility. It's not love. It's self-betrayal dressed as virtue. And the worst part, it's invisible. To the world, you look polite, flexible, strong, but inside you feel small, tired, resentful, not because others are bad, but because you've been disappearing just to be accepted. Carl Jung warned us, the parts of ourselves we deny don't go away. They wait, in the shadow, growing bitter, growing louder, until they explode in ways we can't control. The need for respect, to be heard, seen, taken seriously, is not ego. It's a basic human truth. And if you keep sacrificing that truth to keep others comfortable, you'll keep waking up in a life that doesn't feel like your own. Before we continue, please take a moment to like this video. Your support helps more people discover these ideas. And if you're enjoying this journey into the mysteries of the mind, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, back to the video. So how do you begin to change it? Not by yelling louder, not by demanding respect from others, and certainly not by becoming someone you're not. The shift begins inside. It starts when you sit with yourself, quietly, and ask, do I actually respect this person I've become? Not in some grand, philosophical way, but in the small, daily choices. Do I respect how I speak to myself when I fail? Do I respect how I let others treat me when no one's watching? Do I respect how I show up in relationships, in work, in the mirror? Because here's the truth. Respect isn't a performance. It's a presence. It shows up in your posture, in the way you say, that doesn't work for me, in the quiet strength of knowing when to walk away. You don't need to be louder. You need to be clearer. You need to stop proving your worth and start protecting it. Jung believed that wholeness comes not from perfection, but from integration, bringing all parts of yourself into alignment. Even the ones that are angry, even the ones that are tired, even the ones that are done pretending. Because once you stop running from who you are, you become someone the world can finally see. Respect isn't a switch you flip. It's a practice, a discipline, 1,000 quiet choices, made again and again, until they become who you are. It's in the boundaries you set, even when your voice shakes. It's in the silence you hold, instead of explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. It's in the moment you stop begging to be chosen and choose yourself instead. Respect is leaving the room when your soul is being drained. It's standing your ground when you're told to shrink. It's looking in the mirror and refusing to abandon yourself, no matter who else does. This isn't about becoming cold or distant. It's about becoming real, rooted, whole. Carl Jung knew that when we stop outsourcing our value, we stop being controlled by the fear of rejection, because once you respect yourself, you stop needing permission to exist, and the world, it begins to respond to that energy, not because you asked for it, but because now it has no other choice. Carl Jung didn't write for comfort. He wrote to awaken. And this quote, "Until you respect yourself, no one else will," isn't just a truth. It's a challenge, a turning point, a mirror that asks, what are you allowing by staying silent? Respect doesn't arrive overnight, but it begins the moment you say, no more. No more shrinking to fit. No more explaining to be heard. No more betraying yourself just to belong. The road back to self-respect is lonely at first, but eventually it becomes the most solid ground you've ever walked on. You'll lose people who only loved your compliance, but you'll find yourself, and that's a trade worth making. Because when you respect yourself, you stop chasing. You start attracting, not admiration, not attention, but something far deeper. Alignment, peace, power. If you want more videos like this, rooted in philosophy, psychology, and the inner life, make sure to subscribe. If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. You never know whose life you might quietly change, and I'd love to hear from you. What part of this video hit you the hardest? Leave a comment below. Your story matters more than you think. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.